Hey y'all, so I want to do a quick video here on this truck that we've been building. It's pretty much finished up and ready to go race. I wanted to do why it was built and really what kind of combination it is, and that just show the average person can build a race truck in a few weekends with his buddies in the garage and have a competitive truck. Hope y'all enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe on us. Hit the little bell for the notifications. So the K10 we've been building is pretty much done. Since you've seen it last, it was at paint. Well, it wasn't at paint, we painted it. But since then, we put a grill in it, a hood scoop on it. The battery's been bolted down. The truck's pretty much ready to dump fuel in and go race. The whole point of this truck was just to show that you can have a fast, competitive, fun truck for less than 3,000 bucks, which what we have in this. Honestly, we're about $2,700 in this. This truck I bought as a roller, meaning it had no motor. It did have a transmission. It did have a transfer case. We gave $500 for it. So it was a rough truck when we bought it. I mean, pretty average deal. Anybody should be able to find that. So the trans, we freshened it up. It does have a shift kit. It's a 350 turbo and just a normal freshening. It does have a JAGS converter. It's not a very high stall. It's about a 24 stall converter in it. It's got a 203 transfer case. It's still a factory suspension. It just has a set of, it's actually the factory shocks on the front end. And we did buy new factory replacement shocks to the rear end. Leaf spring wise, it does have the overload taken out, but nothing else has been altered. No cowl tracks, no ladder bars, anything like that. The motor, I found it was a 400 small block. It needed a set of bearings put in it. So we took this motor apart and put new bearings in it. I had just had a hone job done to it. It's all I did. It's not bored or anything like that. We got on Speedway motors. They had a set of pistons that were clearanced. It's just a set of flat tops. It's still a pump gas motor. So we got those. It does have a mid-range cam in it. That's where I like all my motors to be power-wise, is mid-range. It does have a dual-plane air gap style intake, a swap meet Holley 750 double pumper. Just the cheapest headers I could find, which are just Summit headers. Actually, the quality on those are really good. I highly suggest them. But they're just 1.5" diameter, which that's perfectly fine for most of your small block applications. But so I don't have much in the motor, roughly maybe $1,000 in that. The tires, they're P buckshots, nothing special. They are an older set of P buckshots, which work really, really well if you can get your hands on them. But they are hard to find, the actual original ones. I paid, I think, $500 or $600 for the wheels and tires that's under this truck. It does have a mini spool in the back, so that was $70, $80. And other than that, I mean, we used body panels that we had laying around, but for the shape the body panels are in, you could expect to pay $200 to $300 for everything we swapped over on this truck, which isn't bad. The paint job, I had about $70 in, so nothing major there. This truck, if I wouldn't have stripped the wiring out, there is no reason you can't hop in it and you can't drive the thing to work Monday to Friday. And if you want to go have fun on the weekend, pop it in low range and go dirt dragging. There's no reason you can't have a street strip truck with this. I mean, whatever really suits your fancy. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of money to go have some fun. We run 200-foot dirt drags for the most part. I really expect the truck to probably be a 4-second truck-ish, somewhere in the neighborhood, high 3s, low 4s. I definitely think it'll be probably more towards the high 3s. My Blazer, which is pretty similar build, and it runs right at a 4.0 pretty much. And this one, honestly, may run a little bit better. I'm not sure yet. We'll just see. Motor to motor wise, they're similar, but this one may be a little less weight since the Blazer, it still is full interior, all that kind of stuff. But we'll see. My plan is Bardstown, Kentucky. There's a race this Sunday at 3 o'clock. I plan to take this truck and hopefully get to see what it's going to do. And I can keep you all updated on what we have. But there's no reason that the average person can't take a few weekends in the garage and build themselves a hot rod. I mean, for little money. There's things on this truck that you do not even have to do. I mean, do you need a paint job? No. Do you need body panels? No. I mean, there's a lot of things here. You don't need a fuel cell. The factory tank will work. You didn't need the rear shocks for what we're doing. I mean, most of the time, honestly, with this power level of 450, 500 horse, it doesn't take a lot to hook it. You don't need all the fancy stuff. You don't need an MSD box. This is just, it's running the HEI distributor in it. Nothing fancy there. It doesn't take a lot of money to have fun, and honestly have a quick ride. Thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned for the updates after this weekend's race.